everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new series just dropped on Netflix called Sin of Kujo. And this series, it is from Japan and it is kind of like a crime with also courtroom drama, and series centers around we see this lawyer Kujo. He's very brilliant, he defend all this criminal around the city, and most of his clients are really like devil basically. And this show also we see another lawyer. He actually comes to him and he start working with him, and he kind of become his partner in his law firm that he run from this like abandoned building. So the each episode kind of shows us brand new cases they work on together. And I see this series that is actually based on a manga. So oh wow, so I had no idea this is based on a manga, so that's very interesting. If you know about the manga, let me know in the comment. I wonder how is in the manga. So I overall thought this series was very interesting. Same time is very clever, and how it brings especially on the, this is a crime drama, also courtroom drama, and the show often explain to audience how judges they give verdict and how law work. Often those like behind the scene about courtroom, I found them really interesting, especially how judge think innocent people sometimes go to jail, or sometimes even guilty sometimes walks free even though you committed crime, even so you don't go to jail. So this show really it explains to audience how it all works. And I found those scenes to be quite interesting. Same time about lawyer, he's defending all these people, and not all these people are good, and there is always, as a human, you have this moral dilemma, like how you defend all these bad people all day long, and there is the good people out there. So we see this show perspective from both lawyer, their point of view. The center Kujo guy, he's very, I'll say he's very likable character, although at first we don't know why is he doing this. Is it for money? Because it doesn't look like he's getting paid a lot of money, because he lives in a kind of tent. And other lawyer, he's also very brilliant. He could be working anywhere, but he decide to work with Kujo, and we see his perspective. Like he wants to know about Kujo, like why is he defending all these people? What is his motive? So we see both of these people, how they come together and start working together. And this show goes from there. So I thought personally at a time this show really brings all this interesting idea and concept that I was really interested. I was like, oh, this is a good point he's asking him, although that guy, he doesn't answer him straight, like he just gives him excuse and everything. And both of them, reason for them to be lawyer and why they're defending people and everything. This show done a really good job, honestly. If I compare this show like another show, Daredevil, like the Marvel hit show Daredevil, often Daredevil couldn't bring this much interesting cases front of the audience. This show does bring all these interesting cases. Even the first day we see the first case they handle, it was done very good. So I overall thought, honestly, this show, it is very well written. And as an audience, you really feel invested in the characters. Although the show started out, you don't know Kujo is a good guy or bad guy. Although I was expecting him to be a good guy, because he's living in tent. He doesn't have money, so he's not like that. What is that Keanu Reeves movie with Al Pacino? That movie was about that, like how Al Pacino's character, he defend all the crazy bad guy in that movie. Oh, what was the devil or something? Devil's Advocate. That movie is called Devil Advocate. So this, I don't know why watching this show, I was thinking about that movie, how Al Pacino character was very successful and everything. This show is not like that. I'm not saying it's like that, but at first you do start, oh, is it going to be like that? I guess as an audience you think about that, but it isn't. I think personally I was really engaged throughout the cases, and like every case I found it quite interesting. Even this guy, he served jail time and he was doing this drug business and everything. all the episodes are definitely, I liked all the cases it brought, and as the show goes on, it definitely became very intense. I think most people will, what they will like about this show is the characters are very likable, and when I say likable, like they're not like a straight good guy, they have some depth, and as the episode goes on, you learn more about them, their backstory and everything, that as the audience, that is what most people will like, although the cases are also interesting. So that is what I was thinking when I was watching it. So I could see this show comes back for season 2, because I bet there's a lot of story behind. It's based on a manga. So I thought, honestly, this show overall, it was quite impressive. That I personally liked. I was engaged throughout. A lot of people like this, and it will. Although it started out devil advocate, but it's not like that. But still is quite interesting. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this show. If you enjoyed this review, do watch other reviews on other show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time. Please take care.